Many years ago, since the dawn of humankind, there existed a race of what most would call shapeshifters. These people were born to hunt down the monsters that plague the world and protect the budding human race from the hidden terrors in the shadows. To that end, they were gifted with magic from the earth, able to call upon the wonders of nature in order to assist them in battle. They called themselves hunters. I was born into a prestigious clan of hunters, and, like most children of my clan, was expected to excel in magic and climb the ranks of our people. And so, when it was discovered that I was born without the ability to use magic, the entire clan turned their backs on me. Curse, they called me. As the years passed, their indifference grew into hostility. It wasn't enough to ignore me anymore. Instead, as I got older, they started to stare and whisper, starting rumors about me. They said I'd bring about the clan's ruin, that I was proof that we'd been forsaken. For a while, I believed them. I would never be strong if I couldn't use magic. And then, I met her. She said that she was an interdimensional merchant, whatever that meant. She saw something in me, and gave me a necklace. It was a charm, she said, that would help me carve my own destiny. She told me that there was a whole world out there to see, and that I could reach it if I just took that first step. So, I did. I became a hunter. Not by use of magic, but through that pendant she gave me. I was strong, a different type of strong than my clansmen were, but I was just as capable of protecting humanity as they were. Even more years went by. I practiced. I grew. I became even stronger. I became the strongest. Of course, most of my fellow hunters resented me, especially the clan elder. As I got stronger, he sent me out on more and more dangerous missions, each one a little more life-threatening than the last. There was only one person in the whole clan who would speak to me like I was a person. He wasn't crazy strong, but he was smart and kind. I'm sure that, had it not been forbidden, he would have come with me on those extra dangerous missions. He was the only person I told about that woman I'd met in my teenage years. He didn't believe me at first. Not that I could blame him. It all seemed a little far-fetched. But the weapons I wielded spoke for themselves. I'm grateful for her, he said one day. Why's that? I asked. He smiled brightly. Without her, you wouldn't have become a warrior. And then, we wouldn't be friends. For a time, life wasn't so bad. I had everything that I could ever want, even with each day having to be earned. They threw monster after monster at me, and each time, I came back. They couldn't hide it forever. Their magicless outcast was the strongest person in the whole clan. Other clans started to pay attention. My name became more and more well-known among our kind. The clan elder wasn't pleased. He wanted to be rid of me. After all, the clan's honor wasn't supposed to come from me, the child he tried to kill for hundreds of years. And so, he sent me off on one last mission. It was a dragon. No hunter in hundreds of years had ever killed a dragon by themselves. I thought that I would die right there and then. I thought that they'd finally succeed in being rid of me, but I came back. And when I walked back into our village, dragon head in my hands, they couldn't deny it anymore. I was the strongest hunter. News of my solo fight against the dragon spread across the hunters. Some didn't believe me, but the dragon skull that was now in my possession spoke otherwise. And with that, the Council of Hunters decided to name me the newest paladin, the highest rank a lone hunter could dream of achieving. For a brief moment, I was thrilled. I thought that maybe, just maybe, this would mean that they could no longer treat me like an outsider, that I had brought pride to our clan and earned my place as one of them. But the elder disagreed. If the choice had been mine, he said to me the night after the ceremony, you would have been killed the moment that you showed that you did not have magic. Yet you lived each time. To me, That is not your success. It is our failure. My heart fell into my stomach. I knew, then and there, that I would never truly be accepted. I left that night. The only person who saw me off was my friend, the person who'd supported me all this time. In the next life, Lux, he said with a smile. Those words still ring in my head, even now, so many years later. My first days in the human world were strange. I was finally allowed to be myself, free of the expectations of others. But I was also at a loss. Who was I outside of my life as a hunter? Who was I allowed to be now that I walked among humanity? Who was Lux, really? My name meant light, but how was I supposed to be a beacon for others if I couldn't even guide myself? I didn't know if I had the answers, and I desperately searched for them as I wandered through this new life I led. I wanted to be liked. Hell, I wanted to be loved. But all I did as I searched for myself was still confine myself to what others wanted from me. I thought that that was the only way to earn love and acceptance, and all the things that I never had. I'd convinced myself that I could only be a warm light for people by being exactly what they wanted from me. I was wrong. I know now that I'm loved for who I am. Today, I have an opportunity to repay the people who've supported me by being truly honest, by showing the world who I really am and who I've always been. I'm not afraid anymore. I have nothing left to hide.